is Shanann, and this is a repeat after me tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make flower crowns using the flowers in your backyard. Here I have some dead dandelions because all of my dandelions are wilted. I just find that dandelion stems are the easiest to work with because they're bendy and they don't break as easily. But right now I only have these kinds of flowers. I found these purple ones, these little white ones, scraggly yellow ones. Make sure that the plants that you are using for your flower crown are not toxic or will give you a rash. Typically, I sit in the flower patch that the flowers are in so that I can pick them and weave them into my flower crown as I go. How you should start the flower crown is to get 3 flowers of your choice. In my case, it is these dead dandelion stems just to get it started. And you're going to hold the heads of the flower together like this. And you're going to take the tails, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to braid them over each other. One over, then the outside over and into the middle. Then bring the outside one over and into the middle. This outside one over and into the middle. This outside one over and into the middle. And you do that a couple of times until you have it started. The heads aren't going to want to come apart if you braid it tightly. Next, you're going to take one of your flowers and you're going to put it in to the braid with the stem that just went over and into the middle. And then you're going to take the outside stem while holding your current flower and folding it over into the middle, locking it into place into the crown. Now you can do this back and forth a couple times to make sure it's really secure, but know that every time you braid over with the stem, you can add a new flower. I'm coming in again with another flower and I'm putting it on this side this time to show that you can bring it over and into the middle. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and bring it over and into the middle. It's just like braiding hair if you're used to doing that. Now secure it with this side over and into the middle, over and into the middle, over and into the middle. It doesn't have to look perfect. Mine looks atrocious, but this side is just going to be showing the flowers, so it doesn't matter. This time I'm adding a longer stem and I'm going to add it into this side again because it's this side's turn to go in. And I'm going to add it in with some sticking out. That's just my personal preference. So I'm going to go over and then bring this one over to secure it in place. Over, secure it in place. Over, secure it in place. And now I have the flower crown looking like this. I'm coming in with another flower on this side because it's this side's turn. And I'm going to take these 2 stems together, over, and now take this one and fold it in so it's secured in place. Over, secured in place. Over and middle, over and middle. This time I'm going to be adding one of these small white flowers and I'm going to lay it on top of this side because it's this side's turn, and I'm going to fold it over and then it's in the middle, and now I'm going to take this bunch and fold it over to secure it in place. Fold this over, secure it in place. Now you can see that my stems for my original 3 dandelions are starting to get rather short. So what I'm going to do is take one of my really long dandelion stems and add a few of those in until it's long enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and add it to this side because it's this side's turn, and I'm gonna go over and bring it to the middle. And now I'm going to sandwich that in and bring that to the middle, like this. I'm going to do this for each strand until I have enough to make all 3 strands longer. So bring it over into the middle, sandwich that in, and bring it over again. Now, since I haven't added a flower for a while, I'm going to add a flower and a dandelion head. And I'm going to put it on this one, fold it over to the middle, and then I tuck it in. And then I'll tuck it again. And then I'll tuck it again. This is what my flower crown looks like so far. Now that you have the basic idea, you can braid in as many flowers as you like, remembering to fold them in to the middle, from the outside to the middle, outside, middle, outside, middle. I'm going to continue to add flowers until my flower crown is as long as I like it. One of my favorite things about making the flower crowns is how beautiful they look when they're done. It's also very relaxing for me to sit and braid them in the meadow where I picked them. I know it seems really silly to put so much work into something that's going to wilt in a couple of hours, but they just look so beautiful when they're done. Here you can see I left extra vine at the end of my crown so that I can braid it into the beginning. When you think your crown is long enough, be sure to measure it on your head to see if it goes the whole way around. When you've marked the place where your crown is going to connect to each other, you hold one end and place it over the other end. With the remaining bits of extra flower and vine on the end, you're going to continue to braid the end in with the beginning of the crown like you would add a new flower on. So you bring this part over and tuck it on top of the crown, sandwiching the end, and then you bring this part over and around, and you braid how you would with the other flowers. When you feel comfortable with wrapping the rest of the vines around your crown, tuck the ends into the crown so that they fit in. This portion of the crown is going to be in the back where you won't be able to see it. Here I'm just bending the thicker part of the stems so that they're rounded. And any pieces I'm unsatisfied with hanging out of the crown, I try to wrap around. You can finish up your crown with any leftover pieces that you have and tuck them into the crown wherever you please. Finally, when you're satisfied with the placement of flowers on your crown, find the best angle that has the most flowers and the prettiest positions. As you can see, there's not a lot of flowers on this back part, but there are a lot of flowers on this front part. When you're satisfied with the position of the crown, then you can place it on your head. Like so. I really hope that you guys enjoyed making these flower crowns as much as I did. Please remember to take some awesome selfies and post them on the Facebook page. That's it for now. Bye guys!